Hi guys, today's Tuesday the 25th of May and so far today I've had a coffee, I've had a pint of water, we've walked Floss, just a short walk like around the field and stuff, and I'm just about to make myself a protein shake for breakfast. I think I've got some salted caramel left somewhere at the back, so I might use that and see if we can get it all used up. So today I have a lot of worky stuff and things I need to do. I'm feeling a little bit like, I don't know how to explain it, maybe overwhelmed with work and certain things. I don't know whether I suffer with anxiety, and I don't know whether I'm just getting, things are just getting a little bit on top of me at the minute. I don't know whether it's since coming back to work, well, since everything opening from the lockdown restrictions easing, whether I've just felt the weight of that maybe, or what's going on. But I've definitely noticed that I have this sort of like a feeling of urgency like all the time, and that I'm not doing what I should be doing, and that I need to get on, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I think it just comes down to when you work for yourself, you have nobody's there to sort of like write down, you know, you're not clocking in and out, you haven't got somebody saying that you need to be there on this time and you need to do this on this time, and you do have deadlines and obviously agendas, and there's things that you need to do, but there's nobody in control of sort of like the time when you do it and this kind of thing. And I definitely work with structure and organisation. I'm not going to say I'm the best person at doing that, and especially over the last couple of years I have kind of just been, my head has been in a bit of a cloud. However, you know, been through some shit and come out the other side of it, and I'm just sort of like relearning how to sort of like do this, I suppose. I've owned my business for almost 10 years and it's extremely successful. I built it up from nothing and it's really great, and there's so many elements of what I do, what I really love. And then obviously recently I started a new business with Jim, so I guess I'm just learning how to delegate everything and to do it in the best way possible, but I definitely need to implement things in order to do that. So what I'm doing today is, this morning I'm going to make sort of like a bit of a to-do list and a bit of like, kind of like get all this staticky energy out of my head and onto paper, so that it can seem, just so that I can free up some thinking space and actually be productive and get on with it. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to do some work, and later on this evening I think I'm going to be meeting one of my friends for some food somewhere. So we'll see how I get on. How I'm feeling now, I'm kind of like, I just want to hide away from the world. Like, I really want to go see my friend because I haven't seen him in yonks. So it's not that I don't want to do that, but I also like the thought of just having to sort of like go and like exist in the world, in the city and stuff. It's just a little bit daunting, but I don't know, we'll see how I feel later. I definitely will feel better once I've got a lot more work done, but we'll see. I'm not feeling too achy, which is great. My legs are not hurting very much today. I feel like I could walk all day again, which is great. That's the sort of like what I'm building up to doing. Obviously next year when I do the coast to coast, it's 2 weeks of solid walking, so I need to be able to, it's all well and good being able to walk one day, but I really need to build up to the point where I can have a full day's walking, sleep, wake up and be ready to do it all over again for, you know, 14 days or whatever. So that's really positive. Yeah, so we'll just see if we can have as healthy, productive day as possible. But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm trying to work on cutting myself a bit of slack. I'm realizing that, you know, everybody has lots and lots of things that they need to do. It's not just me. I don't go through them. I'm not alone in this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself another coffee and a protein shake, sit down, do a to-do list, get cracking with all my work, and hopefully this time tomorrow morning I'll be feeling a little bit more together. But happy Tuesday, guys. So here is breakfast, which is 202 calories, 9 grams of carbs, 6.5 grams of fat, and 25.2 grams of protein. So it's now 20 to 2 and I am feeling pretty hungry, so I'm just gonna make myself some lunch. I've managed to get quite a lot done, which I'm really happy about, but I've still got a fair amount on my to-do list, and I think I'm just gonna crack on with working. I spoke to my friend, and thankfully he is super understanding and super supportive. So we've rearranged for a different day, and that made me feel better. Not because obviously I was not seeing him, but just because it was like, okay, well, I can just focus on these like tasks that I want to get done, and just sort of, yeah, it was kind of like one less pressure. But that's the thing that's really frustrating, is it's something that's not obviously bad. Obviously, like going to see your friend and having some food out and just, you know, catching up and all that kind of stuff is a really lovely sort of experience. But that's the thing about anxiety, is it kind of like manifests scenarios that are not going to happen, and you can't sort of like overlook them if you're in a bit of a bad place. So we've rearranged, and I'm looking forward to that. And also I'm really pleased that I can sort of just have a bit more of a mellow day. So yeah, making some lunch, and I've decided to have one of these low carb protein tortillas. They're really yummy, by the way. I'm really happy with this. I haven't tried, I got some rye bread and I'm yet to try that, but it's unopened and I'm excited. I'll probably try that tomorrow. But yeah, today I'm gonna have one of these with 50 gram of Moroccan hummus and some salad. Yeah, so I'm gonna make that and then crack on with work. I've got no idea what we're having for tea later. I'll probably swing by the shop and pick something up, but I'm feeling like a Buddha bowl type of thing. I fancy lots of like little things that are really healthy and yummy. So yeah, just gonna make this and have this. I just want to say as well that if anybody kind of relates to this feeling, the only thing that I can describe how I'm feeling is like if you have like a really important job interview, or you know, that feeling that you get just as you're about to fall over, that kind of like, whoa, you're getting your tummy, you know, it's really, that really weird thing. Or the feeling like when you're driving and there's like a dip in the road. It's kind of like that feeling over the course of days, sometimes weeks. It's just horrible. It's like there's like a cloud, like an unsettled energy around, and I've had anxiety and mental health sort of situations, let's call it, ever since I was sort of a child. It only sort of came to light about 5 years ago though. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm 32 now. So when I was around like 25, 26-ish, maybe a little bit before, was when I actually really kind of like thought, you know, hang on, this doesn't seem right, how I'm feeling or what I'm going through. And that's when I sort of started to explore the possibility of like having anxiety and depression and other kind of like mental health situations. So I went to the doctor. I've been on medication, I've had therapy, all kinds of stuff. And I'm at a place now where I can appreciate what I feel. And, you know, I feel like I've learned to kind of like recognize certain feelings and certain sort of like patterns within myself, and I'm trying to get to a place where I can recognize them and then not let it manifest, because I think the thing is that you've got to accept who you are and how you feel. I think with anxiety or any kind of like thing like depression, anxiety type of thing, you can't change it. Unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do to sort of like take it away from yourself. Obviously that would be incredibly helpful, but I think learning to sort of live with it and learning to accept that years may go by and you may not have an issue, but it can just like crop up out of nowhere. You can be having the most awesome time of your life, and then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you're like, I don't feel right. And that's the thing, it just happens. And there are triggers with me. Sometimes there's nothing that I can sort of like think maybe that's what it is. I mean, tomorrow is the anniversary of me losing my dad, and my dad died 5 years ago tomorrow. And it was quite, obviously I suppose like in any sense it was quite a traumatic experience, but I had lots of things going on around me at that time that just escalated the trauma, I want to say. And it just wasn't great. So it could have something to do with that. However, I don't personally feel like it does. I just think it's something that I'm going through, and I'm just trying to deal with it as best as possible. Usually I'll eat lots or drink lots, you know, and try and sort of like pull a rug over how I'm feeling. But I think there's something to be said for this journey in the fact that I'm not shying away from it. I'm saying, okay, this is how I feel. I'm recognizing how I feel, and then I'm trying to work through it and implement ways to make myself feel better, and not giving myself too much expectation, like I still have to do this thing or I still have to go here. And I'm trying to be proactive, and I'm trying to get stuff done, but also forgiving myself for feeling a bit down or not feeling too great about it. And you know, the other thing is like you can still be happy and you can still laugh and you can still live while these things are going on. And I think it's a misconception that people who suffer from anxiety and depression are laid in bed all day. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been times in my life where that's happened, but you know, we've just got to ride the wave. We've just got to ride the wave. But if you are feeling down, or you feel like you've got nobody to reach out to or nobody understands, I can't promise to know or have the answers to what you're going through, because obviously every single person is incredibly unique, and what's anxiety for one person is completely different for another. But I can promise to always be here and listen and just be a friend. And if you need that, you know, hit my comment and just say, girl, I could do with a friend, and I will happily have a little chat with you. Or if you just want to rant, just always know that there's people around. Even if you don't know somebody, just reach out, because talking is so important, or just finding a method which works for you is so important to help you progress. And don't ever like feel like there's something wrong with you, or that, you know, you're weird or strange or anything like that, because I think everybody does suffer with something or another. So yeah, I'm always here for you if you need it. But I think I'm gonna go and have my lunch because I can feel my tummy rumbling. So let's get making lunch. So here we go then. This is my lunch, and it is 250 calories, 11.3 grams of carbs, 13.3 grams of fat, and 10.9 grams of protein. And it is ridiculously tasty. It's one of my new favourite things, I think. So I just fold it up and nom. Yummy. So it's 6:20. Work is done, and I've just got back from the co-op. I've just gone and grabbed something for tea for me and the Jimbaroon.
Hey.
So we're gonna have the Grow Sizzle Steaks. I literally haven't been able to stop thinking about these today.
They're great, aren't they?
They're really good. Yeah, I was really craving them. And I also, because I CBA with today.
Can't be asked.
Can't be asked, yeah. I thought I'd try and like make this meal as simple to make, but still healthy and tasty. And we've got this new section in our co-op, because it's just all been done out and it's quite fancy schmancy. There's like a vegan, free from health sort of section, I'd call it. So I kind of like preempted what I was gonna do. I thought go to the fresh, like vegetarian vegan bit, choose some kind of like proteiny thing, and then go to that other section, like where the tinned sort of like lentils and things are, and then choose something from there. So I picked up this chickpea and bean tagine. I kind of like that rhymes. Little simple things. And the brand is called Free and Easy. Interesting.
Excuse me, by the way.
What are you doing?
I'm making our fizzy water for tea.
Oh, do you know, you're a diamond. I really need that. I'm also gonna have some tender stem broccoli too, so I'm gonna whip this up because I'm quite hungry now. Are you hungry, babe?
Starving.
Okay, so I'll get making it then. Yum, yum, yum. So here is dinner, which is 403 calories, 44.8 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, and 23.2 grams of protein. And while I was cooking, I had an idea to add some of the Violife Greek white cheese alternative to the broccoli to make like a cheesy broccoli side.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks really good. So we're gonna go and enjoy this now. So we've just finished dinner and it was so tasty. The Violife Greek white cheese is amazing. You liked it, didn't you, Jim?
Oh, it's really good, yeah. Really, really good.
So big thumbs up from me and Jim for that, which is great. And I've just made myself a little dessert, which is, oh, it's not 100 grams, it's 50 grams. I'm glad I spotted that. So it's 50 grams of coconut collab yogurt with 20 blueberries and a tablespoon of honey, and that is 99 calories, 13.1 grams of carbs, 5.1 grams of fat, and 0.8 grams of protein. So I'm gonna end the day here. So let's have a look. at how I've done. So I've inputted everything into my diary today other than, I think I had an extra coffee. I inputted it, but I didn't show you. So I have 164 calories remaining, 81 grams of protein remaining. I've gone over by 6 grams on fat and 10 grams on carbs. So if I just go and complete diary. If every day was like today, in 5 weeks, I would weigh 13 stone, 9.7. So that's it for today's What I Eat in a Day video. If you liked it, as usual, please give me a big thumbs up. And until next time, stay happy, healthy and well.